4:03 a.m. Saturday, July 27th. Street sweeper's the only thing out right now. Remember last time we were here, they put those signs up saying the monolith has been removed. If I threw it into four-wheel drive, maybe somebody stacked these rocks here. There's usually more things like a mine. I'll tell you what, you would need rope to get in there because that right there is a death trap. Somebody clearly been here. Ants. Lots of ants, hard at work, fairly large sized ones. I'm sure they bite, so I'm not going to get too close to them. Second rock cairn of the day. Here's something man-made. I don't know what it is. A little piece of material right here. Interesting piece of quartz right there. Almost looks like barnacles on it. If something happens, you could scream all you want. Nobody's going to hear you out here. But I'm definitely being attacked by bees out here. God, dude, Jesus Christ, there are bees. They're bees is what they are. I just saw two on my boot. The question is, can I get down in that valley? Look at that. Jesus criminy. Not too much blood this time, just a couple of spines. Here's possibly another clue. Looks like a letter. We should be able to see it. We're almost at the top. Oh my God. Look at the view. 4:03 a.m. Saturday, July 27th. Street sweeper's the only thing out right now. Maybe a couple other cars, and we're heading out on a hike, Desert National Wildlife Refuge. It is warm and windy here in Las Vegas. The smell of wildfires in the air, I believe it's from some of the California fires. The smell is drifting over here because of the winds. Heading out to the Desert National Wildlife Refuge. We've got some unfinished business out there, so the gate should be open at 4 a.m. right now, so let's head on out there. Nothing but pitch black on both sides of the highway. A whole lot of nothing out here. No lights, no nothing, just a few extra cars on the road. We're almost at the turnoff, so I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open so we don't overshoot our turn, and then we'll head into the reserve. All right, I think this is our turn coming up. These lights you see off to your right, that's part of a turtle fence to keep the desert tortoises inside where they belong and not out on the highway. See, the turn is right here, so we got to keep our eyes open and make sure we don't overshoot it. And here we go. And since we're off the main highway, we turn on the auxiliary lighting, and yeah, a little bit better there. Now it may look like there's a lot of dust because it seems like a lot of haze that this off-road light bar is reflecting off of. That's actually smoke from the wildfires there in California. There's some pretty big wildfires going on, and with all the wind here, it's clearly blowing smoke out here, which unfortunately reduces the air quality and will probably make hiking a little more difficult today. It's just really unhealthy to be out breathing that crap. So we're gonna go in here. We don't have a choice. We're here, so let's keep on going. All right, passing the visitor center here, and we're going to be heading towards Gas Peak Road. This amber light, this off-road light, really makes a big difference when you're going off-road. It illuminates the light, it illuminates the road really well, and the amber color helps ease its reflection. A white light, you see a lot of haze and whatnot, but this amber light really provides some better illumination. We're gonna pull off in here a little bit. I don't know if there's anybody in there camping. Hopefully not, because yeah, I see some of the bats there flying around. I believe they're bats. It could be birds. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's one of them flying up there. Not really sure what to make of us, but at any rate, I'm gonna come in here and we're gonna use this as the air down point. I don't see anybody in here camping. That's a good sign, because I know I'd be freaked out if I was camping. Somebody pulled up at 4:30 in the morning. So turn around here, pull the flashlight, and we'll let some air out of the tires. It shows 78 degrees right now. Air is coming out of the tires, and still a whole lot of nothing out here. We're down to 20-21 psi. I'm not gonna worry too much about specifics. You may notice I don't have the dome light on in the truck, and when the doors open. A lot of people like to have this light on. I don't have it. I like to keep a tactical advantage at all times. This comes from my law enforcement days. I like to keep low profile if at all possible. But that's about it. Right now, let's go ahead and, before we close the hood, we're gonna go ahead and grab breakfast. And there we go. Breakfast tacos, nice and warm. Let's go ahead and turn the lights and get going. All right, so I was able to re-aim the light bar just a little bit lower, so that's actually much better. So it does shine out a little bit brighter. There's with the light bar, there's without, so it does make a pretty big difference. Now it's properly aligned. Let's go ahead and go and head to the trailhead. And away we go. Lots of birds, looks like. I don't think they're bats, it looks like they're birds flying around. So their animals are more active this time of morning, like I said, so you never know what you're going to run into out here. It almost looks like Mormon Well Road here has been graded, and it may very well have been graded. So it's a lot smoother, it's usually more washboard, and yeah, there's birds sitting in the road. I don't want to run over any critters. I'm going to trip out here. Just for the record, time is 4:42. Outside temperature 78 degrees with a slight breeze, so we're actually doing real good. Should be the trailhead in about 30-45 minutes, and from there we're going someplace new, and I won't really know what the terrain is like till I'm out there, so I kind of have a rough idea where I'm going to park, and then we have about a maybe just under 2-mile hike each way, and if we can make it, if the terrain isn't too bad, we will get to this year's Monolith site and be able to see where this thing was, and hopefully why somebody put it there, why somebody chose this location. It should be daylight by the time we get to the trailhead, so we'll be okay to hike, but for right now it's dark and it's a little difficult to navigate, so we'll just we'll take it slow and head on out there. Alright, we're almost to our next turn. I typically don't use a GPS out here because I know the roads really well. I've been out here so many times. So it needs no explanation. Gas Peak Road. Remember last time we were here, they put those signs up saying the Monolith has been removed. Well, the signs are down. People have long since forgotten about the Monolith, but we haven't, because we know that it was out here. Somebody put it out there for a reason. And why it got to where it was going, I don't know. But I do know this. Based on my calculation, there is only one way somebody could have lugged this Monolith material out there, and that's the way we're going today. It's almost 2 miles, and I really doubt somebody lugged it out there. I really think they used an aircraft to get it up there. But we're going to walk out there and see if it is possible to get there from the point where I suspect is the staging area to get to that location. And if it is easy enough to get there, then we will be able to get out there and see this area and hopefully find out why they chose this area and what's significant about this, why they put the Monolith there. Looks like we've got some campers up here. That's fine. They're probably sleeping. One of the reasons why I don't like to camp out here is because somebody comes by at 4:45 a.m. like we are. You never know what their intentions are, but we're going to keep on going and pass that camper and get to the trailhead where we need to get staged. Now this trailhead we're going to get staged is someplace I've never been. It is what's possibly a side road off a road we've been before. I don't know how far we can go, but I'm going to go as far as I can, stage the truck, and then from there we're going to hike. Now the coolest part of the day is around 7 a.m. So being it's 10 to 5, this is absolutely perfect time to start hiking. And with the extreme heat in Las Vegas area in the last month or two, this is pretty much our only hiking window. It's going to be hot. I've got extra water this time, and we should be fine. We'll keep on going and get out to this trailhead. Making our way to the trailhead still. It is 4:59 a.m., just a hair under 5 a.m. And I can see the sun, well, I can see it barely starting to get light. So next 30 to 45 minutes, we should see it get significantly lighter. This area we're in right now, I like to call the dark side of the moon because there's no cell service out here. There's some mountains between the cell towers and the highway and where we are. Once we get towards the trailhead, there should be cell service, but right here there's not. I'm not overly worried. I've got the Garmin GPS satellite communicator. I can message somebody with that if I had to. But we're going to keep on going, and so far all systems are go, and no issues. So let's keep on going. We'll be at the trailhead shortly. Stopped here at the Gas Peak trailhead for a quick bathroom break. That's the Gas Peak right over there in the darkness. You can see the sun starting to come up. It's going to be a beautiful day out here. It actually feels really good. There's a bat flying around over there, animals are still out, and cool breeze, 74 degrees, so I think it's absolutely perfect to start hiking. The smell of smoke from these California wildfires is still in the air. Like I said, it's not healthy, not ideal, but it is what it is. So let's get back to the truck, load up, and keep on going to the trailhead. Just took our first turn off. I threw it into four-wheel drive, and that should help get us to where we're going. The road's gonna get a little bit rougher up here, not a big problem, and there is one obstacle to stop and take a look at. All right, so there's the obstacle. I've been over this before. What I'm gonna do, you can see that rock kind of on the right side there. That could damage your rims. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drive right over it. I've been through here before. I think I can just drive over. I think we're high enough clearance, so that's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully we won't scrape or hit anything. So I'm just gonna take it real slow, and I'm gonna put my wheel right over it and just kind of ease over this obstacle. Just ease over it. Oh, not yet. And there, we just hit it, and we're going over it right now. We just went over it. There's the front tire. Easing, listening for any scraping. There's the back tire on the obstacle on that rock. Ease over it. And we just drove over it, cleared it. No problem. You can see the road's gonna get a little narrower up here, a little rougher as you can see, and that's fine. We've been through here several times, and should have another turnoff up here somewhere that we're gonna get to. All right, so here's the turnoff. I got a little high centered over here and had some difficulties. I didn't want to hit this object here in the road, but right there, we just, like I said, even in four-wheel drive, we got a little bit stuck there. Not a problem, just had to pull out there and kind of reposition ourselves. This is precisely the time that I want to be out here, absolutely. This is the time when you basically shut off your headlights because there's enough light to see where you're going. And where we're going is somewhere in those mountains. That's where Mysterious Monolith is, but we're going to go around this way and hopefully take the back way up in there. You've got to be real careful on roads like this that may or may not be a road, because sometimes you may come across extreme obstacles. I'm fairly certain this is a road, or at least people have been down here before. But it may not be a road anymore. I'm just not sure. But like I said, you just got to be careful because they could be overgrown, large boulders, or I mean, just anything can happen out here. So you got to really watch yourself that you don't hit an obstacle, because your vehicle isn't going to be seen for the main road. Well, as far as the road goes, and that's perfectly fine, because this is precisely where I had mapped out and I wanted to get to. We're parked either in a wash or part of an old road, and it may or may not keep going up that way, I'm not sure. But straight that way is the Mysterious Monolith, and you could see I don't see any cliffs, and right kind of right there looks like a low point. I think we need to go straight that way. Oh, shooting flies or bugs landing on me. Ugh, Jesus criminy. I'll make sure it's a fly and not a bee, but anyways, landing on my face. Here it keeps going. Damn, an aggressive fly. What the hell? Get out of here. My God. Fucking monstrous fly attacking the hell out of me. Anyway, I'm going to load up the gear and we're going to hike straight into the desert that way. Weather is fine. It's warm, but it's not hot. So I think the weather is perfectly fine for hiking, but clearly it's going to be hot later. I do have a couple extra bottles of water. Let's get our gear together and start the hike. Good thing about the Garmin is it displays a topographical map, so you can kind of see the terrain. Basically, the farther apart these lines are, the less steep it is, so it's much easier to go that way. Where that arrow's pointing, that's about where we're going to go, so I'm hoping it's not going to be any steep cliffs. Last time I was out here in the Mysterious Monolith video, I pretty much ran out of water, so I'm bringing 2 extra bottles. I'll go ahead and put in my cargo pockets and refill the Camelback as it gets lower with these. Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, so we're about to get started. I've mapped out a straight line between here and our objective, so what I'm going to do is go that direction the best I can, and that should get us to where we're going. And away we go. Packed to the gills with gear. We've got extra water, first aid, food. Had a little bit of breakfast. It really wasn't that great, but I do have some freeze-dried food. I believe chicken and dumplings is on tap today. Put on some sunscreen, bug spray. I've got first aid, extra water, like I said, in my cargo pockets. Today, for the first time, I'm wearing the Garmont boots. They're brand new. I did break them in a little bit, and so far they're actually really comfortable. I've been impressed so far. Second best, or even the best boots I've ever had. So yeah, I'm really excited to try these out. There's a rock pile over here. It just doesn't look natural, so I'm gonna take a closer look at it, see if maybe somebody stacked these rocks here. Could this be some sort of a rock cairn? Did somebody stack these here for a reason? Pretty sure they didn't stack themselves. It just doesn't look natural. What do you think? Maybe somebody put them here. They were gonna build a rock cairn, it didn't, or maybe they did and it was knocked over or something, I don't know. At any rate, here's the desert out here. Sun's coming up. 6 o'clock in the morning and we're starting the hike. In fact, let's go ahead and start our Apple Watch to track our progress. And away we go. All right, that way. So we got this mountain here. May or may not climb. I'm not sure if I want to go this way or this way. GPS shows this way for the straight line, but the easiest path is not always the straight line. Anyway, we're going to get out to the base of this mountain, decide which way we want to go. I can feel it's going to be warm today, but right now, it's not that bad. It really isn't. Now, unfortunately, I haven't really been able to keep in shape as much as I like. I mean, I've been doing the morning jogs. Damn near kills me in this heat, but I've been doing it just to try to keep my legs in shape and get as much upper body and lower body strength training in as I can. But with this heat, it's a killer. I mean, it really, I just can't describe how this heat wears on you. It does. And I'm not 18 anymore. Not gonna say my exact age, but I will say this: July is my birthday month, so I'm 1 year older, and I'm still doing this stuff. And hopefully, I've got about 10 more years left in me, if not more than that, for doing this adventurous kind of stuff. All right, so GPS shows this way for a straight line. That shows an easier way. I think I can go to the top of that mountain too. I don't want to push ourselves too much and overexert ourselves, but going to the top of that hill there would give us a better vantage point as to what kind of terrain we can expect. These trips out here in the desert, I map them out beforehand. I know where I'm going to go. I know what I'm going to do, but I never know what to expect. As far as the sun goes, the Nevada desert sun is pretty brutal. So if it starts getting really, really hot, dangerously hot, I'm going to turn right back and head back to where we came from. I'm going to get to this top of this small hill right here and check the GPS. I don't want to go too far out of our way, but I do want to take the shortest path there. The easiest path there. You saw the extreme climbing in Monsieur's Monolith 1. I like to avoid that. That was some dangerous stuff, and I was seriously in fear of my life several points during that video. All right, let's keep going. I know you guys like these videos. If it was cooler, I promise I'd be out here more often, but this heat, it just becomes a safety issue. All right, let's see what there is to see. Signs of civilization. Railroad ties. Was not expecting this. Where there's railroad ties and wood like this, there's usually more things like a mine. And it looks like we found a prospect pit right here. A place where somebody started digging a mine to prospect, see if there's anything there. and stopped. Interesting. But yeah, these railroad ties are probably related to that. Where you see evidence of civilization such as these railroad ties or whatever piece of wood they are, very old in this prospect pit right there, you've got to look around. Here's a part of an old pipe or something. You gotta look around because there may be something else out here. So I just checked GPS and I think that way is our straight line, but I do want to kind of peek over here and see if there's anything over here in this valley. Anything worth investigating. Another piece of wood right there. These are all little clues as to there may be something around here. And of course the holy grail of finding things out here is finding something that nobody has seen before, since it was abandoned about 100 years ago. Yeah, it's hard to say. There could be a mine down there. The side of the hill, I don't think so. I'm not seeing anything. And I'm sure as heck not going to go down there. We can overexert ourselves. Alright. Let's keep going. Garmont boots so far. Like I said, you saw that short for the review on these. So far I'm impressed. They're not as cushioned as I thought, but honestly they're still pretty comfortable. And so far so good. Will they hold up to the harshest conditions the Nevada desert has to offer? We'll see. But so far I've got them cinched up really tight and they're feeling good, so keep on going. Where we need to go is this way. I see a dirt pile there on the wash. There could be a prospect pit or a mine, or may not. It's hard to say. But we're going to kind of skirt this hillside here and go this direction. And like I said, I put a line on my GPS app, the Guide GPS app, a straight line between the truck staging point over there and the mysterious monolith site for a straight line, and we're more or less trying to follow that straight line. I don't want to bother mapping the terrain because what you see on Google Earth and what you see in person are sometimes two different things. I don't think that's a prospect pit down there, but it does look like a dirt mound or something. We'll as we get to the other side of it, we'll take a look. But yeah, right up here, that valley is kind of sort of where I'd like to go. All right, I do believe that is a mine or a prospect pit down there. Like I said, you see piles of dirt like this that kind of look out of place. That's a sure sign that there's a mine or prospect pit. Now, a pile of dirt this small, it's not going to be a very big one. So it's probably going to be a prospect pit that doesn't go in very far. But it's still technically an uncharted mine. So we're going to come on down into the wash and have us a look. Yeah. Oh shit. This thing goes way in there. Oh my goodness. Some chicken wire. I am not going to go too close to this bad boy. That is an uncharted mine. And this bad boy goes way in there. Let me see if I could hang a GoPro over the ledge without getting too close. Get down here on my knees. Alright. Can you see in there? Yeah. I'll tell you what, you would need rope to get in there because that right there is a death trap if you cannot get out of it. And it may go in even further. I'm going to drop a pin where this is, but this is definitely a mine or a prospect pit that goes in there. And once you get in, I'm fairly certain there's no getting out. You might be able to climb. I don't think you can climb that chicken wire. But yeah, without a rope, you'd be trapped in there. So I'm not going to get too close. But yeah, uncharted mine. Didn't even know it was here. Cool. Let's keep on going. You just never know what you're going to find out here. Like I said, we opted to hike along the side of this hill. It's supposed to be in the wash just so we can get a better vantage point on things. See a possible piece of trash or object down there. It's hard to tell if there's something down there or if it's just something that washed from further upstream, because this would be a raging river when it rains during monsoon season. The air is getting warmer. So far, it's not a huge deal. I think we can still make it. And like I said, if it gets brutal hot, I'm gonna double up in the water and head back. Safety first on these hikes. Like I say, just never know what you're gonna run into out here. And this, of course, is an area where we have not been before. Just checked GPS, and where we're going is exactly the straight line that I had mapped out. So once to the top of this little hill here, I have a better idea what's between us and this location where this monolith was. Biggest question is, can you hike to it? Can you drag material to it? Because if it's not accessible from this location, I would say that's pretty much 100% they used an aircraft to bring that material out there. So far, a bunch of people could drag it out here from where we've been. But still got a ways to go, over a mile. And it's really hard to say how the terrain is. Alright folks, found a rock cairn, good sized one. Clearly somebody's been here before. This basically adds credibility to the theory that people hiked out to that point to put the mysterious monolith there. Somebody's clearly been here. Let's keep on going. It should be that way, and so far I'm not seeing any major obstacles. Very large burrow right here. This could be tarantula hawk, I'm not sure. I don't think it's antlion, but it's evidently a large insect to move that much material. Whatever it is, I don't want to counter it, so I'm going to keep on going through this small wash. And like I said, we got to go right up that saddle right there. That's where the straight line is leading us. And like I said, I'm not seeing any significant obstacles, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. Hell, we almost could have drove out here. In fact, this might have been an old ancient road. Hard to say. But at any rate, we're going to keep on going. Here's ants. Lots of ants, hard to work, fairly large sized ones. I'm sure they bite, so I'm not going to get too close to them. But it is wildlife. Wildlife in a wildlife refuge, who would have figured? Let's come up a little bit for a better vantage point and see what else we see out here. Now, we do have mapped out a potential, actually probable mine out here somewhere. I'll check on the GPS where it is. It's a little out of our way, so I'm not going to go to it. If it was winter, this was an easy hike, maybe. But right now, I want to focus on getting to this point and getting back before it gets too hot. Okay, well, let's talk about that old mine. It looks like an open pit or something on Google Earth, but it's still marked on the USGS site as a mine. And it's right out there somewhere. But like I said, I don't want to deviate too much. Based on GPS, we have like 1.3 miles to go to the point. And it's 6 a.m. I like to get there before it gets too hot. That's why we're trudging uphill here, trying to get to this point. Now, I did my homework and there's not too much elevation gain. So I'm not expecting anything extreme. And so far, based on this terrain, 2 to 5 or more people could have drugged the material to build that monolith out here. So unless we see any cliffs or climbing, this may be a viable option. And just credit where credit's due. One of my viewers, and you know who you are, gave me this location and had it mapped out. So, like I said, you know who you are. Thank you for the tip. And I've always said my channel is as much yours as it is mine. So if you guys see something or know something, let me know. Let me be the proverbial boots on the ground to check it out. Whether it's Desert National Wildlife Refuge in Nevada or almost anywhere else. You see something worth checking out, let me know. Post up. Contact me Instagram or email. are the two best ways to get a hold of me. You can Twitter. Let me know what you know, and I can check it out. Maybe even make a video out of it. Feels good to be back out here, even though it's hot in this wilderness, away from people, away from work, friends, family, everything. This is our home. This is your home. And I feel comfortable out here. I hope you do too. All right. Once we get to the top of that saddle, we'll have a better idea where we need to go and what kind of terrain we're facing. What I know is we've got to come up this way a little bit, get on some hills, and kind of go down to that point where the monolith was. The stench of wildfires, I'm assuming are the ones from California, are in the air. Kind of something like a campfire off in the distance. Unfortunately, like I said before, it does lead to poor air quality out here. So, probably not the best thing for us to be out here breathing heavy, smoky wildfire air. But it is what it is. So, I'm just looking around, trying to see if there's anything else interesting. We've already found a prospect pit in the mine out here that I wasn't expecting. You just never know what you're going to run into out here, especially if it's an area where nobody's been before. I want to maintain a straight line unless we've got to go down to the wash and back up. That's fine. It's not steep. I don't want to say I'm not on my A game today. I feel fine. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I woke up at like 2:20 and I didn't want to go back to sleep because I knew I had to get up at 3, so I just stayed up and drank a little coffee and got ready. So I got about 5.5, 6 hours of sleep. It's gonna have to do. I've done more on less, and that's fine. I knew I had to get an early start to get a hike in. You guys want a video, and honestly I'm going crazy not getting out here to make them, so I had to do my best to get out here. But hiking in the heat of the day in the afternoon, that's suicide. So thought we had to be out here early. A lot of flies out here, man. Big ones too. All right. Nothing I can't handle, but I do see some rugged areas up there. May have to go down and come back up the other side to get to that saddle. Doesn't look like anything extreme, so I'm not overly worried yet. I'm guessing the top of the saddle up here will be around a mile to our location where we need to go. And once we get to it, that'll be the real question as to what the terrain looks like. See, right now this is flat. I like walking down the street. This is simple. But once we start getting some hills, that's a different story. And again, not to keep repeating myself, but sometimes you gotta drive the point home if it's important. I did a good Google Earth recon before I came out here. There's not a lot of elevation gain between the point we parked and the point where the monolith is. And again, I'm crediting one of the viewers for doing the homework on this first, but I did confirm on Google Earth. All right, I think I see another rock cairn up here, so this is the right way for something. Second rock cairn of the day. I'll try to kind of look inside, see if somebody put something in there. Usually not, they're just markers. And there's annoying fly buzzing around again. Oh my God. Anyway, I don't know if someone put this out here last week or 100 years ago. It's almost impossible to determine. But this second rock cairn, clearly people have been out here, and clearly there's been a reason. Hikers won't put rock cairns just for no reason usually. So let's keep on going. Do our best to get to this point where the monolith was and find out answer the question, why did somebody put it there? Why there? And is there anything else that the police may have missed that's still out there? I'm just going slow, trudging up this hill. Here's something man-made. I don't know what it is. 2x4. November 19th, 2015. Right there. Maybe somebody, 2015, 2x4. This could be an important piece of evidence for the monolith. 2015, monoliths first seen in 2020. Oh, dang. Sorry, there's a bug or some kind of insect buzzing around. It's really annoying. This may be an important clue because the monolith may have had wood inside of it, and this may have been part of the monolith. So I think we're on the right track. Let's keep going. We've come a ways since where the truck was. It's not brutal hot yet. There's a slight breeze. It is on the clock 6:26.31 minutes and 80.83 miles, almost a mile, which is good because that would mean we're almost at the halfway point. Thought we'd have to go down and back up, but I think we can go here and kind of skirt there up in the saddle up there. So I think we're on the right track. Clues so far: 2 old mines, some railroad ties, 2 rock cairns, and a piece of paper that may have been on some building material. Let's keep going and see what other clues we can find. Keeping our eyes open for old mines or anything else that may be in the area. All right. Say in my other videos, sometimes you gotta kind of stop, check the lay of the land, and my God, what is up with this freaking fly buzzing around? I took a shower yesterday. Anyway, I think straight this way is our best bet. Pretty rugged over there. No reason to get up on the hill over here. Thing is, there could be a mine right down there. See where it kind of drops off a little cliff and you wouldn't even know it. I could check it out, but I am trying to stay on track to get to where we're going and not deviate too much, because just a few deviations can sometimes lead to overexerting yourself. And our mission today is to get to that monolith point. And on top of that saddle up there should be about 1 mile left to get there. And I don't know what the terrain's going to be like till we get to it. I am being attacked by large flies or some sort of flying insect, if you can hear them. And they're really annoying. So I'm hoping that they'll leave me alone the further along I go. I think my next investment for the channel is going to be a remote mic. Thought about buying one for a while. I just put it off. I thought the media mod works great, and it does work great if you have the mic pointing the rear, which it was not. So you may have heard almost muffled audio up until now, and I apologize for that, because I have the mic pointed to the front, not the rear. So I'm not going to mess this anymore. I'm going to go ahead and get the remote mic. I think that's going to be better anyway than using this media mod mic and forgetting if it's pointing the front or the rear. But it's fixed now, so for the rest of the video you should get some better audio. Just a little inside tidbit there. We're navigating this rocky terrain. These Garmin boots are doing great so far. They feel good. They're handling the rocks just fine. See how well they hold up, only time will tell. I'm actually excited to see what's on the other side of this saddle. See what the terrain looks like. There are 2 ways to go. Monolith area should be that way, but this looks like a little bit easier and I think it may provide us a better vantage point. If I remember correctly, we can get to it this way, but we've got to go this way to get to higher ground and go down to it. So I think we're going to try to go this way to get to it. We'll have to kind of come down here through this little valley, back up, and then that way and go over that direction. These pesky flies are still attacking us, harassing us. It's really annoying, and I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Trying to watch where I step here. Rattlesnakes, yeah, absolutely. So you got to be careful out here. If we get bit by a snake, it's not going to be a good thing. I promise you that. Not that getting bit by a snake is ever a good thing, but just trying to keep my eyes open. We did reach the 1 mile mark, so it's less than a mile to go as the crow flies, but I think we're going to try to get up on this hill overlooking it, because if we go this way, there may be some steep hills we can't get up. Now, people did drag the material out so far. Yeah, it's possible to drag material out here. It was not possible in the last video. They go in this direction. Yes, it's just a long ways. The question is why. Hopefully we get out there, we'll maybe find some answers. This little piece of material right here, I'm not even gonna bother picking it up. It's not a party balloon, it's a strand of something. Said it's something that small, I'm not gonna bother picking it up. But it's not natural, not sure how it got there. Could have blown out here, or could have fallen off something that people are carrying out here. It's really hard to say. All right, small hill, small hill. New Garmont Desert boots getting great traction. My God, don't these flies have anything better to do? I've never been harassed by horse flies like this. I don't stink. All right. All right. Interesting piece of quartz right there. Almost looks like barnacles on it, but it's not. I'd love to kick it and uncover a gold vein. No such luck today. All right, come a long ways. Halfway point, 1 mile. But over what kind of terrain? If you see anything that I don't point it out, I see a cave up in the hill over there. Just keep going and see what else there is to see. All right. All right. All right, this horsefly or bee or whatever it is, ridiculous. I don't care if it's a wildlife preserve or not. I'm bringing a can of Raid the next time I come out here. I can't deal with these bugs. There's a burrow for an animal or something. I can't tell if it's a bee or a horsefly, but it's attacking me, it's buzzing, and it's been doing this the last quarter mile. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I can go this way, but I think that's rugged, or I can go this way, and that's the way I'm gonna go. Because I think there's some cliffs that way that I saw on Google Earth. So I'm gonna try to go straight. I think that's gonna be the best ride up to that saddle, reassess the situation. More than halfway there. Just trying to get away from these bugs that are buzzing around. We've encountered horse flies before, but not like this. So I don't know what it is about this area. I'm being attacked by insects. I don't know if it's the time of day or the area or what it is, but I don't want to deal with this crap. I got more important stuff to worry about. All right, I don't know if I want to go this way or that way. Let me check the GPS real quick. GPS is showing straight, so that's where I'm going. It's going to be a little bit of a climb up this hill, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. I can't tell if this is a horsefly or a bee or a yellow jacket or what it is. It keeps buzzing around. That's just really annoying. I haven't been stung yet, if it is a bee or something like that, but I just wish it would leave me alone. All right. Now watch here. I don't see any human footprints. Looks like maybe bighorn sheep footprints, perhaps. Hard to say. On the clock, 50 minutes, 1.3 miles, heart rate 140 beats per minute, 6:46 a.m. I like rocks like this because you can get a good grip on them, and these soles of these Garmont boots, while they're not as soft as the Altamas, they're soft enough where I can feel them getting a decent grip. Now look at the grooves in the rock. Probably caused by flowing water. But if you remember, we made a video called Alien Rock, which was a rock we found on the Beast that had some weird lines in it like this. That rock, who knows, over millions of years, could have been what looked like alien writing, could have been formed by dripping water. It's really hard to say, because you figure for water to make lines in rock like this, it would take a hell of a long time because it seldom rains out here. At any rate, it's a climb, but it's an easy climb, and these boots I have are making short work of it. I mean, they're just, so far they're fantastic. I love them. We're almost at the top. Once we get to the top of this little hill up here, I'll have a better idea where we need to go. I'm coming out here without too much effort. Somebody younger and better shape than me in the colder months, yeah, this is no problem. A couple of guys dragging this material out here, yeah, it could be done. Like I said, the real question is, can we get all the way to that point where the monolith was without any trouble, and could somebody else have done it too? We're less than a mile from there, and so far we haven't run into any significant obstacles. We should find out in just a moment what we can expect between here and there. Wow, look at this view. All right, pull the GPS and take a look where we need to go. I have confirmed on GPS the Monolith side is this way, straight ahead. We're gonna have to keep going a little bit further towards the edge of the saddle right up here to see if we can get to it. There's gotta be a way, there's probably a way, but I won't, like I said, I won't know until we actually get out there. Further we go. So far this has been relatively easy. All right, down in this valley and back up, and should be able to assess the situation from there. I'm trying to keep my eyes open for snakes or any of the dangers that may be in our path, barrel cactuses, anything. This is the desert, anything can happen. And while that is Las Vegas way out there, probably about 20 miles. And something happens, you could scream all you want, nobody's gonna hear you out here. Still being attacked by these flies. There might even be some sort of a bee. Whatever it is, they're really fast, not slow like a honeybee. So I'm just trying to keep moving and hopefully they'll go on their way. Yeah, I could see there's some cliffs that way, so we're definitely going the way we should be going. And there may still be some cliffs preventing us from getting to that point, so. Taking into consideration the variation of terrain, looking on Google Earth, there should be ways to get to this, but you never know. Like I said, the terrain could be very different once you actually get out here. All right, we're almost at the top of this saddle. That should give us an idea as to what to expect next. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to kill myself getting to it. If it's out there, we could technically do it, but I don't know if it's worth it. We may have to go up here and around. So let me check the GPS real quick. All right, I've confirmed straight off that direction is where the Monolith Hill is. I've also confirmed these things buzzing around are honeybees, some sort of a bee. And I'm not sure why, or if they're Africanized bees, but I'm definitely being attacked by bees out here. So what I'm gonna do right now is keep moving, not let them land on me. And like I said, I think next time I come out, and you know what? Wildlife refuge personnel, I'm sorry, I'm bringing a can of Raid. I'm not gonna deal with this stuff. I'm gonna just use bug spray the next time I come out here. Because I respect wildlife, but also respect my own safety, and I'm not gonna deal with bees, being attacked by bees out here. I'm not in their territory. I'm not near a beehive because I'm moving. I'm not stopping. I'm not having disturbed anything. So I don't want to go down and back up. I'm gonna have to because where we're going is out there, and I don't want to stop too much because these are definitely bees that are buzzing around. I'm just trying to get away from them. All right. It's challenging going down the back up, but I think I can do it. Unless there's a cliff between here and there. This may be the point where I had to go up and over, but that's a long ways. This is definitely shorter this way, so there may be some climbing to do. And we may be attacked by bees the entire frickin' hike. Which right now we are being attacked by bees. They're everywhere. My God, things I do for these frickin' videos. Seriously, folks, if you ain't subscribed, then all this is for nothing. Please subscribe. We just blew past 10,000 subscribers. Thank you for that. But this may be the end of the road. I see a party balloon down there. Ah, damn bugs. We'd have to go down and come back up, and I'm just not sure if that's feasible. God, dude, Jesus Christ, there are bees. They're bees is what they are. I just saw two on my boot. As soon as I stopped, they start trying to land on me. We may have to call this. There's a blue party balloon down there. I'm not going to worry about that getting down there. Normally I can hike down there. Maybe find a way to get down, over and back up, but it's really, really rugged. But Monolith Hill is right over there. It's one of those hills. So I don't know if I can get down there. I'm gonna check over here. I've got to keep moving because these bees are trying to land on me. And it is bees, some sort of a honeybee. And honeybees don't usually do that. So I hope they're not Africanized bees, because that would suck. And if I was attacked by a lot of them, they may require an extraction. And I may have to turn back if these bees don't let up. All right, I think that's too dangerous to go down there. I'm gonna go back, try to go over. If I can't, I may have to call it and head back, because I'm pretty much tired of dealing with bees. I thought they're horse flies. We've dealt with horse flies before, but I've not been attacked by bees before. My take on bees is, look, I'll leave you alone, you leave me alone. I'm trying to leave them alone. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, there's no bees right here. If I was in that valley, I could probably go up. So that might be an option too, to get down in that valley down there. Shit. These bees are buzzing around my boots, and I did put insect repellent on them too. Clearly isn't working. Let's keep going. All right, either go this way into the valley or this way up and over. And if we get in that valley, I think I can climb up to the Monolith Peak. It's one of those two over there. The question is, can I get down in that valley without backtracking too much? I don't think there's any place to get to the valley close by. I had to backtrack significantly. So I'm gonna try to get to the higher ground up here and go around that mountaintop right there and hopefully find a way down. We're being attacked by bees. Almost the whole hike so far has been bees buzzing around. If I stop too long, they're gonna land on me. And I don't wanna get stung by bees. I don't get allergic, as far as I know, but still, multiple bee stings will probably require some sort of extraction. So I'm gonna keep moving and just try to shoo these bees away as they come. I'm gonna try to get up. Looks like there might be a shiny object up there too. So I'm gonna try to go straight ahead. I like to stop and take a break, but every time I stop, the bees start landing on me. So I need to keep moving. And top of this saddle, get a better idea where you need to go. And when I did the Google Earth recon to the best of my abilities, I think I remember I need to go up and then over. I couldn't go straight to the Monolith straight line because of the terrain. Okay, onward. On the clock, 7 a.m., 560 foot elevation gain, heart rate 130 beats per minute, 1.8 miles. If we were going in a straight line, we probably could have gotten to the mysterious Monolith Peak, but that just wasn't possible. It was too rugged. So we're climbing up this hill, and if Google Earth recon was correct, we should be able to come down towards that Monolith hill without too much trouble. For those of you just joining, we are being attacked by bees. You can hear them buzzing around. Yeah, bees and flies, and there may be some flies too, but definitely some what look like honeybees landing on us every time we stopped. I don't know why. I never really had bees follow me like that, so I don't know if they're Africanized killer bees or what, but just trying to keep moving and avoid these little buggers. We've come quite a ways. Relying on GPS to get where we're going from this point. I did bring the spare battery for the cell phone, which is good. And I've got the Garmin GPS. See, that right there is a bee, I think. All right. I still think it's possible so far to get material from where we parked the truck to this point. But it wouldn't be easy, and it wouldn't be in the summertime. But we haven't got to that point where they put it yet, which is what I'd like to do. Find out why did they put that monolith in that one spot. Hopefully find some answers. It's tough climbing up these hills, but it's gonna make getting out of here that much easier, because gravity be working with us and not against us. Trying to avoid cholla cactus like this. Been stabbed numerous times in the past, pouring a little minor first aid. Oh my gosh, it's hot. Not brutal hot, but I'm working up a sweat. Straight that way. And if we're lucky, that'll be the highest point, and we'll see a path to Monolith Peak. Okay. Onward. Why was the Monolith put where it was? Folks, this is as good a place as any for the Monolith. But this isn't where the Monolith was. It's farther this way. But I do want to kind of come up here and just have a quick look. You almost think this is Monolith Peak, but it's not. It's not the point that I have mapped out. But it looks like it though. No, Monolith Peak I think is down there. That's what I think it is, because that's where we came before. Maybe. I can't tell. But yeah, that might be Monolith Peak. So we got to go up and around and possibly down there. I don't know if we can get to it, but at least be able to look down on it. Let's keep going. If we can get to that point there, that'd be a great view as well. All right. I'm telling you, every time I stop, these bees try to land on me, and I don't want to get stung. I mean, I'm wearing thick clothes, which is good, but nobody wants to get stung by a bee. What was I just saying about Cholla? Look at that. Jesus criminy. Stabbed by a frickin' Cholla. My God. I don't know if it got me too bad, but it's all in my boots. I'm gonna have to pull out the Leatherman for this. Jesus criminy. Frickin' Cholla. I hate these things. Not too much blood this time, just a couple of spines. Oh, shit, that one's deep. Ah, these bad boys are deep, causing a welt. Alright, there's 3. I'm not seeing any more. I think that's all there. It's not even going to bother treating that. Just a little bit of blood splotches where they went on my leg. I think I got all of them. Okay, that's that. There was some Cholla wet in my leg, very minor injuries. I think I got it all out. I don't feel anything stabbing me. I've also confirmed that in addition to being attacked by bees, there are also horse flies. So I'm not sure what is up with these frickin' insects today. But I'm gonna put a can of bug spray in my backpack for the next time. This is ridiculous. And that Cholla catch just goes to show you, experienced hiker or not, you never know what you can run into. Here's possibly another clue. Looks like a letter. Envelope. Bank of America, but no address. Somebody bringing their mortgage payment out here. I'll take it. It's trash. I am the Desert Janitor, evidently. Some of you have called me. There's another piece of trash over here. Plastic bag. 7-Eleven. So somebody brought their bill out here from Bank of America, their statement, and donuts from 7-Eleven, and possibly had breakfast out here. So I'll carry this trash with me. And looking over here, bring it out. That's another clue that somebody's been here, so I think we're on the right track. Was the people that brought the Monolith out here? I don't know. But that's a 7-Eleven donut bag. And that paper envelope from Bank of America. They're all clues that may lead us to what happened with this mysterious monolith. It's not that tough of a hike, but in the winter it'd be even easier, especially somebody who's in better shape than I am. Not that I'm out of shape. All right. I saw what looked like something shiny up here, but I can't figure out where that was. And it could have just been a light colored rock. Sometimes you gotta stop, just look around every now and then, see if you missed anything. What I'm gonna try to do is hike to that highest point right over yonder. That's a better vantage point and give us an idea. We should be able to see Monolith Peak from there, at least with binoculars. That'll give us an idea if we can hike to it or not. Over the years, I've had several folks message me want to hike out here, and that's fine. I would take the right person, but when you're at home, I promise this looks easy, but it's not. See the boots I'm wearing? This is absolute the bare minimum for this terrain. Trust me. Don't come out here in tennis shoes. Don't think, oh, I'll just be fine. I'm more comfortable in tennis shoes. No, I know what I'm talking about. I've been out here enough times. You need boots. You need the best boots you can afford, the best boots money can buy. Comfortable boots. You're dealing with uneven terrain and rocks, risking a twisted ankle. Do not come out here in anything less than boots. Trust me, don't do it. As far as being prepared, water, first aid, food, survival kit. These aren't a suggestion. I'm not over preparing. These are all necessary. Even if I've never needed them, I guarantee you they're necessary. You've got to come out here prepared. Finally, most of all, you've got to be in shape. You may say, oh, I'm a hiker. Well, you may be, but this is very different terrain to hike over. All right. Little valley in there. Now we could technically get in there, but it'd be rough. And I'm not gonna do some extreme and a risk where there's no reward. And I don't see anything in there. It's kind of a cool little valley. If I thought there's a mine or something in there, I might try it, but For right now, what I'm gonna do is get to the top of this little peak, get the lay of the land, and from up here we should be able to see Monolith Peak. Even if we can't get to it directly, we should be able to see it. Right about now. In fact, this could have been a better place for Monolith Peak. All right. I think that's it right there. If it is, I think we can get to it. Let me check the GPS. This is not Monolith Peak. That is right there, I believe. That's Monolith Peak. That's where the mysterious monolith was. I have on good authority that that's where it was. I think I can get to this one, which I'm going to, and get the lay of the land. This could be Monolith Peak too, but like I said, based on my GPS calculation, that's it. But I'll hike over here and see if this is it, which it could be too. I may also try to get up there if we can't get to anything else, but I do think I can get to this one there. And if that is Monolith Peak, and there's a way we'll know by seeing the disturbed dirt where the monolith was, then I'll say yes, it is possible to drag the material out there the back way. So let's head down here, around there, down there, into that peak, and we'll go from there. We're still dealing with bees, horseflies, and flying insects that are attacking us and dive bombing us. So I'm trying to stay moving to get away from them. So I apologize if the camera's shaking. That's me trying to shoo them away. And I'm just trying to move fast to stay away from them. I don't know why I'm being attacked, but I am. All right. I never had a problem with bees out here before. Flying insects, horseflies, yeah, but they come and go and eventually go in their own way, but not bees like this. All right, nice shady area. Yeah, it should be an easy shot to that peak straight ahead. Now, Monolith Peak. Seeing the picture where the monolith was, there should be some disturbed dirt where somebody or whoever put it there had dug a small hole filled with concrete and used rebar to anchor this thing in there. And if this is Monolith Peak, we'll see that hole up there. I think it's that one over there. That's what I have marked, but I could be wrong. And once we're at the top, we'll double check, because where we were last video should be just on the other side, but down below, and we couldn't get to it. This is the back way anyway. Right. All right. Onward. All right. Question is this Monolith Peak, or is it the next one over by my calculations? If it is, then I would say yes, you can haul material to it. It's going to be tough, but it is possible to haul material out to it. We're almost at the top. For those in shape, it's really not that difficult of a climb. If anything, we'll see some epic views. Like I said, the big question is, why was it put where it was put? And is there any other clues out here? Okay. I don't think this is it. I'm not seeing that hole where the monolith was sunk into. Not yet. No, I'm not seeing it. Nothing here. I'm looking for the hole in the ground where the monolith was. Let me come over here. Oh my God, look at the view. This would have been a better location right here for the monolith. Okay, let me check the GPS and see what I can see. It's a great view from up here. You can see the city of Las Vegas off in the distance out there. This mysterious hunt for the mysterious monolith video that I made took place right down there, if I'm not mistaken. You remember the first part of the video where I kind of followed the wash in and I stopped and I knew I can get down, didn't know if I can get back out. I think that's down there somewhere, right down there. And I think if I did go down, I would have been able to get into this wash here, follow it all the way along up there, and then get to right about this point, and I could have somehow got to right there, which is Monolith Peak. Right there, that's where the mysterious monolith was, right up there. Shit, there's bees, still bees attacking me out here. Anyway, the question is, how can I get to it? Obviously there's no coming down this way, there's cliffs that way. Even if I was down there, I can't tell how steep of a drop that is. It could be 15 feet, which I couldn't get back out without ropes. So the theory of there being a back way here is real iffy. I thought I can come up here and go over there and maybe come down that way and get to it, but I still might be able to if I went. No, I don't think I can, because this peak is kind of on its own. I don't think I can do it, I really don't. It always makes me nervous when you hear something buzz and stop buzzing, because you know it landed. In this case, it was a bee that just landed on me. My God, I gotta get out of here, these freaking bees. So I need to have a bee scare me over a cliff or something. Well, there's no getting down there, that's just too dangerous. Still being attacked by bees out here. All right. Even if I went down this little gully down there, I just think it's too steep, too much of an elevation drop. So I don't think it's possible from this location. And looking over there, there's cliffs on the other side over there. So this way, and this way is out. If you were down there, maybe. Sorry, I'm swatting this bee that keeps flying. If you were down there, maybe you can do it. But that's a long ways down. Jesus Christ, these freaking bees. Okay, that's a long way down. All right, Monolith Hill over there. And I do believe that's it. I'm gonna get out the binoculars in just a moment just to see what I can see. But I think that's it. And why there? Why not one of these other peaks? I mean, if you're gonna use an aircraft, why put it at that point there? Unless you wanted to put this someplace by aircraft where you know people can't get to. You wanted an inaccessible location. But if that's the case, why not up there? That's even more inaccessible and even better. Why down here? That makes no sense. Why would they put it at this location if they're going to use an aircraft and not fly it up on top over there somewhere? That just makes no sense. We found some clues, but we didn't come any closer to having any answers out here. And I just don't see any safe way to get to that spot over there. I just don't. And I got to keep moving, because every time I stop hearing a bee, a lot of times that means it landed on me somewhere. So I'm just trying to avoid messing with bees. Let's come over here and see what it's like if we can get down there somewhere. I don't think we can. I just want to have a look. I think if we follow that valley, if it was even possible over there, that would have been our best bet. Not to say that there's not a steep cliff somewhere that we did not see, because a lot of times when you follow little valleys like that, they do come to a steep cliff. But on my way back, I'm gonna see if I can get into it if I can. And if I can easily follow it, I may. But otherwise, I'm not seeing any other way, at least not from here. We've hit a standstill, folks, and I've got to get out of here because these freaking bees are relentless. It just keeps buzzing around me. And it can't be around a hive because it's been buzzing around for the last mile. So let's start heading back the way we came. All right, folks, it seemed like a daunting task, but somehow we've got to get through that area. The bees are relentless out here. There's no flowers. I'm not sure if they're out here pollinating or we're encroaching on their territory, but every time I stop, we keep getting attacked by bees. Haven't been stung yet. So far, I've been able to swat them away, but every time I stop, 2 or 3 try to land on me, so I'm just gonna try to keep moving and get out of here. I'm probably gonna have nightmares about freaking bees when I get home. All right, straight ahead through that little saddle up there. Keep moving, avoiding these freaking bees and flies. I had never encountered stuff like this before, so I don't know what's up with these damn bees. It's almost something out of a horror movie. Physically, I feel fine so far. It's not that hot yet, but I've got 7:42 a.m., so it's probably about the time we need to start heading back anyway, before things get really hot. Yeah, I'm not seeing, it's weird, I'm not seeing, we're not near a hive. There's not a lot of flowers out here for them to pollinate, so I don't know why there's so many bees out here. Okay. But that's it, right there at Monolith Hill. You know, let me pull the damn binoculars and try to take a look. Just put out the binos. I didn't see anything. It looks like just a hill over there. Based on my calculations, triangulations, that is the Monolith Hill over there. I'm fairly certain it is, but it's just really hard to say. I don't know. Somebody may have chose that location because you can sling load material from the place we were last week up to there fairly easily with a small helicopter, and they may have put it up there. I don't know. There may be another alternate way up there through that wash, which we'll take a look and see if that's feasible on the way back. I don't think we'll go the whole way, but if we can at least find a way into it, that we'll see if that's a possibility. But that's it. That's it over there. Right now, and it worries me, no buzzing, because the bees have stopped. I hope they didn't land on me. But I've got some dried cherries here I'm gonna munch on the way, and we're gonna make our way back towards the truck. Now, just for the record, is it possible to hike to it? Yes, but it would be difficult. I'm just thinking here for a moment, thinking out loud. I can get down here fairly easily in that valley. Just wonder if it's worth getting in there and checking. Well, oh my God, almost fell. Okay. Like anything else, I can hike all the way down there, and there could be a dead end somewhere, and we have to hike all the way back. So I do try to bet on a sure thing on these hikes. So the weird thing is, I don't think this is the way we came. I don't think this is the way we came. Just wonder if it's worth going down there. I think I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah, I'm gonna go down there. Okay, I'm not gonna go down there. I took a better look at it, it's too steep and the bees are back, so trying to avoid them. They obviously want me to leave the area, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. And yeah, I'm munching on cherries. Let me get out of here. This is more like it. This is the way we came. Yeah. Like I said, down in that valley, the very bottom of that wash, maybe you could follow it all the way there. Thing is, Monolith Hill right here, there's really no guarantee. We can get out there and find absolutely nothing. Damn near kill ourselves getting there and find absolutely nothing. So our only theory is, if somebody did put it there, A, they put it there by aircraft, B, they put it someplace where no hiker would be able to get to, and indeed no hiker has gone to it. And that alone could be the reason for putting it where they did, because this place here, if I can hike to it, so can somebody else. That'll explain why they wouldn't put it right here, why they put it over there. Jordan has the question why they put it there at all. You be the judge. At any rate, let's keep going. I stopped too long, these freaking bees swarm me. Like I said, maybe we can get to it that way, maybe not. And I don't want to put forth the effort of hiking way down there through this rugged valley. Come to find out, there's a huge, massive, monstrous beast of a hill we got to climb, and we still can't get to it. So that's the thing out here. When you make these hikes, you've got to take calculated risks. You know, risk your safety, take the safest way you can, all to get to your destination. So I wouldn't say this hike was a bust. I would say that we found a few clues, and we found that the easy back way in is not so easy. Now there is one more back way in from Junebug mine area, but I believe that's even more rugged than this. So at this point, this will remove the possibility that there's a back way to get to that mysterious monolith site, and also suggest that maybe somebody put the monolith where they did so that nobody could get to it, unless you had a helicopter, which somebody did. That's how they got it out of there. All right, onward this way. I'm gonna be glad to get in my truck, roll up the windows, and get away from these damn bees that have been harassing us the entire hike. We could probably come down here if we really wanted to, down in that little valley, if we were so inclined. But the fact that we're being chased by bees, I'm not going to risk that. And it's going to get very hot later on. So I'm trying to make as much progress getting back to the truck as I can before it gets hot. On the clock, 8 a.m., pretty much 2.77 miles. Been hiking for 2 hours, 800-foot elevation gain. If it was wintertime, we weren't being harassed by bees, I'd say, yeah, maybe we can give it a shot. But like I said, it's supposed to be 107 today. And right now, it's probably 80s, high 70s, low 80s, which is warm, but it's okay for hiking. So I'm not going to worry about finding a path to Monolith Mountain. I've seen it from below, I've seen it from above. And my only theory as to why somebody put it there is they put it someplace that's inaccessible. They probably use an aircraft to haul the material there and put it in the ground. If you had it pre-assembled and you'd sling loaded this up there with a small helicopter, you could, you know, put it down. Somebody can get out of the helicopter and have it and it's cemented in place in just a few minutes. and it wouldn't take much at all to do so. You know, they risk being seen, but that's probably what happened. The only question remains is why? Art, joke, or is it for something else? And of course, a few conspiracy theorists out there, was it even people that put it there? Oh my God, these bees are relentless, bees and flies. Never encountered anything like it before. All right, so you can see why I need boots built to have the roughest terrain on Earth. Because this is some of the roughest terrain on Earth. And so far so good. They're getting the job done. Better than my legs are, evidently. All right, did I go to the right of this or the left of it? I can't remember. I just know we have to go straight. That's more or less where that straight line is back to the truck. Let's head down this little wash. I think that's what we gotta do. Yeah, I think we did come up this wash. Okay. You gotta be real cognizant of what your legs are brushing up against. You saw earlier we brushed up against the Cholla. Wasn't the first time, probably won't be the last. Just gotta keep your eyes open. Be careful of that kind of stuff. Okay. Alrighty. It's getting warm, but it feels alright out here. I feel alright. Aside from these constant bees that are circling me and buzzing me, it feels like just one or two. And I don't know if it's the same one or two, but it's really pretty annoying. Alright. We're making progress. Once we get back closer towards the truck, I told you there's that possible old mine out there. If these bees have subsided, depending how we feel and what time it is, I may be able to deviate to it, check it out. But we've got a little ways to go to we're at that point. First part is getting back towards the truck. Now normally I take my time out here, I don't care how long it takes, but because this is the hottest part of the summer, I don't want to be caught out here in the afternoon. If that happened, that could quickly turn into a survival situation. We have to take shelter someplace till the sun goes down. Problem with that is, even when the sun goes down, it's still hot out here. It doesn't actually cool off till about 6 or 7 a.m. All right, straight ahead, I believe. The sun's getting hotter. The truck should be straight that direction. I'm gonna double check the GPS to make sure we're going the most efficient way possible. But it should be more or less downhill from here. Nothing really extreme. I'm disappointed we didn't get to the actual Monolith peak, but I did see it from the top, and I can tell. The only thing I could tell is that peak was chosen because it's impossible to get to by foot, and it's one of the closest peaks overlooking Las Vegas that's impossible to get to by foot, and at 99.9% sure required an aircraft to bring the material up there. I mean, there may be another way. I mean, down here, follow the wash all the way around, maybe you can get in, maybe. But you can go the wash a mile and there could be a steep cliff you can't get past. It's a risk. So maybe you can get in there that way. So you can come out here. There's multiple ways to get to the point you want to get to, so it's still remotely possible. Somebody could have got there, but you saw what it took for me to get to this point out here. And you saw how big the monolith is. It's about 6 foot tall, so imagine carrying a person that distance. Even 2 or 3 people doing so would take a lot of effort. It's tough for me just bringing the backpack out here. But carrying that much material, concrete, rebar, metal, I personally think it's just too much effort. I think it was airlifted up there. Knock on wood, I don't hear the bees anymore. Ever since I crossed that little saddle up there, I stopped hearing buzzing. So I'm praying I don't hear anymore. Which would be weird, that just past that saddle is where all the bees were for some reason. Anyway, we're gonna keep going, and I'm gonna make a pit stop here because you guys beat me up if I don't pick up these frickin' party balloons with the Desert Janitor. So there, a good deed of the day. Frickin' Desert Janitor. Somehow stuff this in my pack or something and keep on going. All right, truck straight ahead. The mine I have mapped out is over there somewhere. And right over here, I believe is where that valley kind of starts. So what I want to do, if I can, is walk over here and peek in there and see if it is possible to navigate or if there's any obstacles. Hard to walk because I got a freaking party balloon in my cargo pocket and 2 extra waters over here just in case. But we'll manage. We'll manage. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to pick up every piece of trash I see out here. Here's an old paper or something and more clue. This is sandpaper, no slip grip. Why is there sandpaper out here? I don't know. Is that another clue to the mysterious monolith construction material that could have been drug out here? You be the judge. Yeah, I'm gonna walk right in there and see how far out that goes and then turn back and head this way and see if we can, what it takes to get to that mine I have mapped out. All right, not seeing any people footprints really, not that I can easily tell. I'm kind of meandering in this little wash. And remember back where I said on the top of the hill where if you follow the wash all the way you can get there? And it looks like you can, but you get to certain points in the wash and you get to something impassable. So this here, I think I can get past. I think I'm gonna go much further, but well, let's take a look. Yeah, I can get past this. I can get past this. I can go down this way, down there, and through here a little bit. 8 o'clock in the morning, I think I'm gonna try it. I don't want to stay out here too much later because it's gonna get hot, but this I think we can do. I don't want to slip. Trying to step where I've got some good footing. Okay. Okay. I don't want to go down anywhere that I'm going to have a hard time getting back up. So for example, right here, maybe climb up there, but here is going to be tough. See how smooth it is? That was worn by hundreds, thousands, millions of years of water coming down here. See, there's one of the bees right there. They are still around. They're everywhere. just want to come down here a little bit, see if there's any obstacles, and then we'll head back. Because I believe this little draw, kind of dry creek bed, if we follow this the whole way, that will lead us to the Monolith Peak, and it'll lead us to an area where we could probably climb up to get to it. I'm not gonna do it today because we're talking like, that's a big piece of crap. That's a big coyote. It would be at least a mile through this little draw. And like I said, I don't want to be out here too much longer. It's gonna get hot today. Right now we're just exploring. Thing about hiking, you always want to see what's right around the corner. I'm trying to run the next corner. I thought it was a cave or something. It's not. Yeah. I'm not going to bother with it. We could have miles of this. Miles of ruggedness, and it's hard on your legs. I can do it, but I mean, you know, there's no, for that reward, why risk it? Besides, I'm gonna head back towards the truck, and if I can, I'd like to deviate towards where that where it's marked that there's a mine or something there. And it may just be an open pit, but it'll be kind of cool to take a look. I don't want to climb over too much rugged stuff that we got to get back over as it gets hot later on today. And I can hear by this buzzing, the bees are still around. Like I said, I don't get myself into a situation I can't get out of, so came down this way, should be able to get out of it. Okay, good enough. We'll see. Okay. Okay. Now it's just keep going. It's kind of a dry creek bed, but even dry creek beds, even though they're only wet during monsoons, rains, still water. Just have to dig down and get moisture down there. And if you're out of water, you can start to make a solar still, but a lot of times the water attracts bees. So if you see a lot of bees in a creek bed, that could be a sign there's water there. Let's get back on track. Okay. On the clock, 2 hours 28 minutes. 3.56 miles, 1,000 feet elevation gain, 8:24 a.m. I can feel the heat coming. The sun is slowly heating up the desert. It's still cool out here, but that'll change quick enough. It's probably cooler than it is in Las Vegas City, the valley down there. Doesn't mean it's not going to be real hot out here. This is the desert after all. So that's why we're meandering back towards the truck before it gets too hot. I knew 11 a.m. is when it's going to reach 90 to 100, so my goal is to be out of here well before then. Again, coolest time of day was 7 a.m. That's what we're doing peak hiking. This should be mostly getting back right now. At the top of this little hill, I checked the GPS, see if we're even close to that mine, which, like I said, may be nothing more than just an open pit. A lot of people may ask, Why are you wearing long sleeves? Why are you wearing thick pants out here in the desert? Why not wear shorts? Well, you saw us get stabbed by Cholla earlier, and these pants and boots probably saved us from much worse injuries that we would have had if we had shorts. Oh, there's a breeze. It feels absolutely wonderful. Oh my God. It hid the sweat on my shirt and just cooling my body. Anyway, these thick sleeves also help protect against the sun. I do have sunscreen on my face and neck, SPF 100. Hopefully that'll be enough and won't sweat off. I'm gonna come down this hill, top of the next hill. I just want to check the GPS, see how close we are to that mine. And like I said, if we don't go, don't get your hopes up, because on Google Earth it looks like nothing more than just an open pit, which may be nothing. But we did see prospect pits out here, so you never know. All right. Do we come this way? I don't know. Let me check the GPS. Straight ahead there's a cave, and the truck is that way. I'm gonna try to go straight. I don't know if that's a mine or a cave up there. It looks like it goes in. Hard to say. Getting sunscreen in my eyes. Kind of burned a little bit. My face is sweating. I wish they allowed drones out here, because I could check that out with the drone up there. My eyes are burning because my face is sweating and sunscreen is going in my eyes. Anyway, that's a cave up there. Can't tell if it goes in or not. Can I hike to it? Absolutely. But with this sun in the desert, it's hard to say what it would take to get to it. I'll get a little closer to that situation, see if I can make it. Keep in mind, a lot of these caves you see in the distance turn out to be nothing. They don't go in more than a foot or so. Even some that go in 12 feet really aren't anything special. The last one we found in the last video went way in there. That was probably the deepest cave I've seen out here. Okay. I don't know if I can get to the cave, but I do know I can get a little closer and use the binoculars. Almost like there's something in the cave. I can't tell, but I'm close enough to use the binoculars, so let me pull out the binoculars and take a look. Alright, using the standard C1020 binoculars, I could tell that what's inside the cave is not something inside, it's a bush in front of the cave. The cave itself doesn't go in more than 4 to 5 feet, it looks like, so it's nothing but a cavity. But from a distance it looks like a cave, doesn't it? We would have hiked up there for nothing. Thank you, Steiner binoculars. Not as good as a drone, but gets the job done. The mine, I show it's that way, so we have to go kind of over these hills and see what's around the corner over there, if we can get to it. If not, I don't think it's worth killing ourselves getting to. I've seen it on Google Earth and it looks just like a pit, open pit, nothing really to it. Sometimes you never know, there's artifacts close by, other material, you just never know to get there. But like I said, if we can get to it easily, we will. If not, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, because it didn't look that special in satellite view. Alrighty, up and over. Okay, this is what I don't like doing, this loose stuff, because there's like almost zero traction here. And I know I should be wearing gloves. Too lazy to stop and put them on. They're almost near the top. I'm just being careful, trying to step deliberately. Oh, okay. Gonna go a little more this way, see if we can get close to that mine. And if not, we're just gonna make it straight to the truck. Based on my calculations, the mine or pit, whatever it is on the other side of these cliffs. It's on the top of these cliffs. So the bad news is, I don't think we can get to it. Well, we probably could go over there, it'd just be a long walk. The good news is there may be a road, some semblance of a road leading towards there, so I think that may be what I'm gonna do. Well, I wonder if I can get up there and go around. It's a long freaking hike and the sun is coming. I see my truck way over there. Whew. Do I want to do it or not? I don't know. Let me go here and just see what it's like. If I could do it on foot, I'd rather do it that way than have to drag my truck over there. Basically gotta go straight this way up and then over there somewhere. Just thinking if it's not too rugged to walk to it, I'd rather just walk to it, not have to worry about driving the truck there. But I can drive the truck. Only thing about the truck is there's always a risk of getting stuck someplace where either can't get out of or we're not supposed to be in the first place, even though there's no signs there. Good thing is the truck's parked off the road, so you can't really see it on the main road, but an aircraft can certainly spot it. All right. And like I said, as far as I know, we're not anywhere we're not supposed to be. Now you see, just right over there looks like a hop, skip, and a jump until you come with gullies like this that are, you gotta come down and up, down and up, down and up. It just really drains on you. So in this heat, I'm gonna go back to the truck and move on. And I think there may be an old stagecoach road or something that might lead us up to it. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Like I said, if it was wintertime, we could try it. And you know, we parked there, we could try to come back when it's not so hot and hike to it again. That's definitely a possibility. But I've got 8:45 and I think it's probably a good idea to get back to the truck right now. And things start really getting hot out here. Fortunately, knock on wood, we don't appear to be attacked by bees anymore. That was further in towards where the monolith was. Which, let me ask you viewers, what's your theory? They put the mysterious monolith out there for a reason. The area is full of bees. Are they connected? Certainly no natural reason for them to be connected. It's not a beehive. But perhaps it's some sacred place and the bees were guardians and the monolith was put there as a beacon of some sorts. Who knows? Interested to hear if you have any theories on it. Alrighty. Yeah, the lines are very faint on my GPS app, but I do see, like I said, some old ancient roads possibly leading out towards where this mine area is. And there'd have to be, if you're mining material, to get like vehicles or wagons or something out there. So, well, we'll give it a shot. Problem is, this close to Las Vegas, there's very few places, if any, that have not been explored by somebody. So it'd be pretty rare to find a place that's untouched. I mean, out here looks like dirt bike tracks, but I don't think it is. Is this another clue? What's this? Building material. No date. RK Builders, 701 West Charleston, number 200 Las Vegas. It is a accounts receivable invoice. I can't really even make out anything on here. 12/23, 12/9, something 92, 1992, 9 of 92. I can't tell. Well, you guys beat me up for leaving trash in the desert, so I'm gonna fold it up and bring it with me. There's another one over here. Some thick paper here. No name or anything, just invoice description. RK Builders, 701 West Charleston. Now that doesn't mean that that's who owned this or who brought it out here. But clearly somebody brought some building material out here at one point in time. And my pockets are just getting full of frickin' trash. Because you guys beat me up for not bringing trash out with me. Now I'm not gonna bring everything, but little things like this, be like, oh, why'd you leave it there? You couldn't put it in your pockets? Well, your pocket gets big and it's after a while, it's really uncomfortable to walk. Now, where'd my truck go? It's out there somewhere. Check GPS. So it looks like it's on the other side of this hill, so that's where we gotta go. I was looking out there, but it's over here. Still intermittent flies buzzing around out here, but not these freaking god-awful bees that were back out there just attacking us as we got closer to this monolith mound. I'm telling you, you never know what you never know what to expect when you come out here. Why would I get attacked by bees for almost an entire mile the closer I got to that place where the monolith was? I don't know. Probably no connection whatsoever, but still, it's kind of weird. All right, I'm gonna have to go down and up to the top of that hill, and the truck should be more or less on the other side. I like the Garmin GPS because it has an external temperature sensor, so you could see, if you can, 3,700 foot elevation, 101 degrees Fahrenheit as of 9:01 a.m. 101 degrees, and I don't hike if it's 95 or more. That's just a personal rule, too dangerous. But we're here, 101 degrees, and that's why we need to get back to the truck as quickly as possible. Now there is a slight breeze, and I've been drinking plenty of water, so I'm not too worried right now. But another hour or two out here, when it's going to get even hotter, is going to get actually dangerous. So that's why I'm making the call to go back to the truck, even though it's only 9 a.m. If I can find one of these old stagecoach roads to get to that old mine area and see if there's anything out there, I will. But I'm not going to get my truck in a situation I'm going to get stuck. So if only if I could do it safely with minimal obstacles. All right, this wash should more or less lead us back to the truck. And it should be just around the bend up here, hopefully. Quick bit of trivia. I didn't really wear my gloves the whole time out here. Why did I just now put them on? Anybody know why? Care to guess? Because I put sunscreen on, I forgot to put them on my hands. And I don't want to have sunburned hands. Sun wasn't too bad earlier today, but now that it's starting to come out, I can feel it. So all exposed areas of skin should be covered, because the sun will damage you more than you could imagine. All right. It should be just around this bend up here. I don't see the truck. Here's an old bottle. Can't tell what this says. 4 ounces. Yeah, I don't know. It's an old bottle for something. Very old bottle. I'm not gonna mess with it. It's just trash. There's more trash over there, piece of metal. Enough double check the GPS because the truck should have been here, but it's not. So I hope I didn't go too far off course. Piece of metal. Lift that up. Sometimes snakes and things under there, so. Very old trash, signs of civilization. Okay, according to GPS, we're close, but not quite there yet. Should be just around this bend somewhere. I can definitely feel the sun coming out and the sweat building up. I would not want to be starting a hike right now. I mean, it's not bad, but it's still hot. I mean, I'm used to it, so. Dang it, freaking papers. Okay. The pockets are so full of stuff falling out. Saw a boot print, I'm assuming that's mine from earlier today. Yeah, these boot prints have got to be mine. I haven't seen the truck yet, which worries me. Okay, I see it over there. Thank God. Oh, I don't think it would have got towed. It could have got stolen. You never know. Well, even out here, I just don't trust people. Yeah, that's it up there. Thank God. All right. I'll get the truck back out of here. If I can follow some of these old stagecoach trails to that old mine area, I will. If it's just not possible, it's just not possible. We'll get back on the main road, air up, and head home and rest. Okay. Okay. And that's it. That's it. Let's load up and. All right, this is the road. I can't tell if it is a road. It's more of an old stagecoach road or something. But I'm gonna go down as far as I can. Stuff like this is not a big deal, but if it gets any worse than this, I'm gonna have to turn back. Any big obstacles or anything. So I'm not optimistic. I'm gonna stop filming and just keep my eyes open, because all it's gonna take is just some really thick rocks for us to get stuck. So, and then we'll be stuck out here. And as you can see, it's 94 degrees. Just want to show you real quick. This is that old stagecoach road I was telling you about. It looks more like a dry creek bed or a washed. It's just too freaking rugged. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be out here. It shows the road on Guide GPS. It's not marked no vehicles, but it's just really getting too rugged. I'm worried about getting stuck because I'm by myself. If I was with other people, maybe. But even though we're almost to the intersection up there, there's no guarantee that it'll get any easier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find a way to turn the truck around right here and make our way back the way we came, because that I know is doable. It's rough, but it's doable. I just gotta turn this beast around. I did stop at this point because I saw this little turnout here, so I think I can back in here and then somehow turn around here and go back the same way I came. It's gonna be a little tight, but I think I can do it, and I think this is our best chance of getting out of here. I was able to make that turn. It was extremely tight, and I'm in 4 low right now, just trying to meander our way out of here. Probably shouldn't have come this far, at least not by ourselves. So, like I said, I'm just gonna try to get out of here the same way we came. This road is definitely too rough for a vehicle right now. Maybe if I was with other vehicles, I'd get pulled out if something happened, but myself alone, the road is too rough. So it's not passable. Hiking, yeah, this will have to come back another day for a hike. But for right now, I'm just focused on getting this beast out of here. Just crawling along here in 4 low. And hopefully we'll get out of here okay. Okay, this is an extremely rough road. And we're very remote and alone. No cell signal. Do have the Garmin GPS. If necessary, I can message Woodchuck, but still, it's just we probably shouldn't have been back here anyway. It's not marked for no vehicles, like I said, and it is an old road that I can tell. just hasn't been used for many, many, many years. Almost there. Now where we parked, or even before, for the record, we could have hiked out to where that old mine, if with a pit or whatever it is. But it's, like I said, it's 93 degrees right now outside. That's what the temp is showing. And I'm not going to start a hike in 93 degree heat. That's just insane. It's just too hot. We'll have to come back in the wintertime and retrace our steps. Now the road looks a lot different than we came out here this morning, doesn't it? A lot easier to navigate with the light. Well, we'll pull off up here and fill the tires back up with air and then be on our way. It's about 95 degrees out there. About 10:40 a.m. and we did about 3 miles today. I didn't record the exact amount, but it was about 3 miles, 3.5 miles. Wearing back up and putting these back to 38 psi, and the Desert Janitor, of course, rides again with the party balloons. And that's about it for this video. Garmin boots, they did great. Really impressed with them, but a good pair of boots is important, folks, because danger is everywhere. Till the next time, my friends, have a great day, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the videos, please subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I post a new one. All of my videos are unscripted as they happen. I can't promise they'll be exciting, but I can promise they'll be 100% real. My name is Steve from Las Vegas, and these are my adventures. I'm going to the damn Desert Janitor.